You're walking to the kitchen this morning, and your legs feel like cement. You grab the counter not because you tripped, just to feel safe. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you think, is this just getting older? Stop right there, because that feeling, it is not aging. It's something specific, something most doctors never mention, and something you can fix. Here's what's really happening. Think of your legs like a car engine. Two types of cylinders, slow ones for steady cruising, fast ones for sudden power. Walking only uses the slow ones every single day for years. The fast cylinders, the ones that catch you when you stumble, they've been sitting idle. And idle cylinders don't stay healthy, they shrink. That heaviness in your legs, that wobble when you stand too fast, that is your fast cylinders shutting down. But here's the good news: no gym, no running, just one specific movement that wakes them back up. And I'm showing you exactly how right now. If you've had a recent hip or knee replacement, check with your doctor before doing anything here. Stay with me. What I'm about to show you in the next few minutes is something most women your age are never told. And once you feel it working, you'll know why walking alone was never enough. Here's something nobody ever told you, and once you hear it, you'll never think about walking the same way again. Walking is good for your heart. I'm not taking that away from you. But your legs, walking is doing almost nothing for them. Think of your leg muscles like a house with two floors. The ground floor handles the slow, steady stuff, your daily walks, the stairs, standing in line. Walking lives down there. It never goes upstairs. The second floor is where your real leg power lives, fast twitch fibers, the ones that catch you on a stumble, the ones that push you up from a low chair, the ones that keep you steady on uneven ground. Here's what might surprise you. After 60, those second floor fibers shrink 25 to 50%. Not because you're lazy, because nothing in your normal day is calling them upstairs. No amount of walking brings them back, but one specific movement does. No equipment, no gym, no good knees required. I'll show you in just a moment. But first, if this is already speaking to you, hit subscribe and drop a comment below. Do your legs feel weaker than they used to? I read every single one. Here it is, the one movement that does what walking never will: the slow chair squat. And before you say, I've done squats before, hear me out. What makes this one different isn't what you do going down, it's how slow you go down. A normal squat is an escalator, you just ride it. This one is a staircase, one careful step at a time. That slow, controlled lowering is exactly what wakes up those second floor fibers. All you need is a sturdy chair. Stand right in front of it, feet shoulder width apart, arms out for balance. If you have a recent knee replacement or your doctor said avoid squatting, just watch for now. Ready? We're going down together, slowly. Bend your knees and start lowering. 1, feel those thighs kick on. 2, chest up, don't let it drop. 3, good, almost there. Now hover just above the seat, don't sit down yet. Hold it. 2, 3. Slowly come back up. Press through your heels, take your time. That's 1. Feel that? That burn in your thighs? That is those fibers waking up for the first time in years. 2 more rounds coming, but first I need to show you the one mistake that makes this exercise completely useless. Stay with me. Here's the mistake I promised, and it kills the whole exercise. I see it almost every time. The moment it gets hard, when your thighs start burning on that slow way down, most people do one of two things. They speed up or they plop into the chair. The second you speed up, you stepped off the staircase and jumped on the escalator. Back to easy, back to slow twitch only. The whole point is gone. Think of carrying a full cup of coffee down the hallway. You'd never rush, you'd slow down, stay controlled, feel every step. That's exactly the energy this needs. Slow is the medicine. The burn is the proof it's working. 2 more rounds, and this time, really feel the count. Stand up, arms out, feet shoulder width. Down slowly. 1, don't rush. 2, chest up. 3, keep going. Hover just above the chair. Hold. 2, 3, press back up through your heels. Good. One more. Down slowly. 1, 2, 3, hover, hold. 2, 3, and up. Shake your legs out. That heaviness, that's not weakness. That's those muscles remembering they exist. Next, we're targeting the muscle most women completely forget about. It might be the exact reason your legs feel unsteady. Try something right now. Lift just your toes off the floor. Toes only. Heels stay down. Easy, right? Now consider this. Every single step you take, your foot has to do that exact movement to clear the ground. The muscle at the front of your shin fires thousands of times a day just to keep your toes from dragging. After 60, that muscle quietly gets weaker. You don't notice it happening until your toe catches a rug edge, a sidewalk crack, and just like that, you're stumbling. Most programs never touch this muscle. They chase thighs and glutes. But this little muscle on the front of your shin, it's the one standing between you and a trip. We're waking it up right now. Seated or standing at a wall, your choice. Heels on the floor. Lift both sets of toes as high as they'll go. 1, feel the front of your shin tighten. 2, hold it up. 3, lower slowly. 4, lift again. 5, controlled. 6, don't rush. 7, feel that. 8, almost there. 9, one more. 10, and rest. That muscle right there, that's the one that catches you before a fall happens. If you feel sharp pain in your shin at any point, stop and rest today. Coming up, the muscle most women never even know they have. Here's the muscle nobody talks about, and it might be the real reason your legs feel unsteady. It sits on the side of your hip. You can't see it working, but every step you take, it's running quietly in the background, keeping your entire body level. Think of it like a kickstand on a bicycle. Strong kickstand, everything stays upright. Weak kickstand, the whole bike wobbles. That wobble when you step off a curb, when you shift your weight and feel uncertain, that's your kickstand giving out. The good news? You can strengthen it right from your chair. Sit up tall, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Now press both knees gently outward, like you're trying to push them apart. Not a big movement, just steady outward pressure. Hold it. 1, 2, feel the outside of your hips switch on. 3, 4, stay tall. 5, and release. Again, press out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. One more. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. That squeeze on the outside of your hip, that's your kickstand getting stronger. Quick pause. Drop a comment right now. Which leg feels weaker, left, right, or both? I want to know where you are. Next is the most overlooked muscle in your entire lower body. This next one looks like you're doing nothing. It works your legs harder than almost anything else in this video. It's called the wall sit, and we're not doing the full version, thighs at just 45 degrees, like you're about to sit in a chair that isn't there yet. Think of holding a full grocery bag. The longer you hold, the harder your arms work, even though nothing is moving. That's exactly what's happening in your thighs right now. Find a smooth wall, back flat against it, feet shoulder width apart, about a foot in front of you. Slowly slide down, just a little, until you feel your thighs engage. Not a full sit, just enough to feel them working. Hold it. 1, 2, back flat. 3, 4, keep breathing. 5, 6, chest up. 7, 8, almost, 9, 10. Slide back up, shake it out. If your thighs were burning by 8, that's exactly right. That burn is your quads getting the signal they've been waiting for. If your doctor has told you to avoid straining exercises because of blood pressure, just watch this one today and check with them first. You have a second heart, and it's in your calves. Your real heart pumps blood down to your feet easily. Gravity helps. But getting that blood back up, that's a fight against gravity every single time. Your calf muscles are the pump that wins that fight. Every squeeze pushes blood back up toward your heart, like squeezing the bottom of a toothpaste tube. When those muscles get weak and sluggish, the blood sits, it pools. That heavy, tired feeling in your legs at the end of the day, even when you haven't done anything, that's why. We're pumping it right now. Seated, no standing needed. Sit up tall, both feet flat on the floor. Lift both heels, push through the balls of your feet, and bring them back down, fast but controlled. Up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the rhythm. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't stop. 13, 14, 15. Rest. Feel that warmth moving through your lower legs? That's circulation coming back. That's your second heart waking up. If you have a diagnosed vascular condition or leg swelling your doctor is treating, check with them before making this a regular habit. Stay with me. The next movement ties everything together. Everything we've done today leads here. The slow squat, the toe lift, the hip press, the wall sit, the calf pump. Each one built something specific, but strength in a chair is one thing. Strength on your feet, on real ground, in real life, that's what actually keeps you safe. Here's what most people don't know. Balance isn't just your inner ear. It's how fast your leg muscles respond when the ground shifts under you. Think of it like brakes on a car. Powerful engine means nothing if the brakes are slow. This drill trains the brakes. Find your wall. Stand an arm's length away. One fingertip touching, barely, like resting a feather against it. Now slowly lift your right knee to hip height. Hold it. 1, 2. Feel your left leg working to keep you steady. 3, 4. Fingertip only if you need it. 5. Lower and rest. Left knee now. Lift slowly. 1. Stay tall. 2. Don't grip the wall. 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5. Lower and rest. That fingertip touch, that's the secret. Just enough information for your brain, not enough to let the wall do the work. If sharp pain shoots into your hip or knee, stop and rest today. And if your balance feels really shaky right now, I have a full video on rebuilding balance from scratch. It starts exactly where this leaves off. Watch it after this one. You just did something most women your age won't do today. You showed up, you moved, and every single one of those movements was targeting something specific, something walking will never reach. Your fast twitch fibers, your stabilizers, your second heart, your brakes. Think of your legs like a house that's been locked up for years. Today you opened every window. You let the air back in. Your body already knows it. Now here's what I need from you. Don't just watch this once. Your legs didn't get here overnight. They won't come back overnight either. But women who do these movements consistently, even 3 times a week, they feel it. On the stairs, at the grocery store, getting up from the couch. That's what we're working toward, together. Save this video, come back to it, pull it up the next time your legs feel heavy or unsteady. And if you want to keep going, I have a full video on rebuilding your balance from scratch. It picks up exactly where this one ends. Go watch it next. It's waiting for you. Hit subscribe so you never miss the next one, and drop a comment below. What felt hardest today? I want to know. Thank you for trusting me with your time. I'll see you in the next one. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before beginning any new exercise program.